Okay.
Cold.
Whew, is that the nicest way to put it? I had a few other choice words when I walked out.
Oh, really? You want to indulge us?
I don't, but I tell you what, you probably thought it too, because we were dealing with those 60s. Over the weekend, we hit the upper 50s yesterday, and today it was only mid-30s, folks. I know, it just plummeted. Let's take a look at the Enzyme Peak time lapse here. This is great because it shows that the storm cleared, but we still had a few lingering snow showers, that northwest flow. There you go. There's one of them from our ABC4 camera. Pretty sunset on that lapse as the city lights come up, but it was an unsettled day, and we started off with some slushy, snowy conditions even in our valleys. This is what it looked like at the ABC4 studios. Snow on the grass, on the trees, cold morning, and it was a bit of a change. We've seen a lot of valley rain in the last little while, so this was a change of pace. We're currently now in Salt Lake sitting at the 5th wettest February on record. That's after our moisture, 3.37 inches, way above our average of 1.35, still a little bit off the record, but the top 5, that's pretty good, especially when it comes to that moisture. As we look at our February precipitation calendar, I can show you today because the next 2 days bring fairly dry conditions, so you can see just how well the storms performed. On the days that we have a blue line, that indicates when we received snow. But you can see very healthy. Each week we were tapping into wet weather, and that's what added to our above average precipitation. Those lingering showers this evening caught in Syracuse by our very own T. Cool. Thank you so much for sharing that. This is near Antelope Drive, and didn't see much accumulation from the lingering showers, but it kept it unsettled. Did okay when it came to accumulation, though. 5 inches in Magna, 3.7 in Midvale. Sojo at 4 inches. Sandy got over 3. Salt Lake International picking up a little fresh snow there too. As we look at the satellite radar, it shows that high pressure, which is anxious to move on in and take over. Those lingering showers are now a thing of the past, but that northwest flow, it has a bit of a bite. Those temperatures took a serious drop. We struggled today and only made it to the mid-30s in Salt Lake City. That's below average. It only hit freezing in Logan. We saw 30s in Green River, Delta, only 40s in places like Milford and Cedar City. St. George was warm. They're going to knock a few degrees off tomorrow. The cold front did sweep through southern Utah, but the temperatures along the Wasatch Front were that reminder that winter is not over yet. As we look at the 24-hour temperature change right now, 24 degrees cooler in Vernal than where we were yesterday. Moab, 29 degrees colder, 23 degrees colder in Price. So throughout the state, that cold air has seeped in, made a difference, and we're going to feel it for the overnight. It's going to be frigid, dropping into the 20s as we close out ABC4 News at 10. Those mostly clear skies don't help. They actually allow for the temperatures to drop even lower. It's going to be a frigid start. Some of the outlying areas expected to get to the teens. The Wasatch Front, we'll see low 20s. By 9 a.m., we're still below freezing, but we will see the sunshine, and it will be dry for your midweek. Quieter conditions brought to you by that area of high pressure that is going to build as we get into our Wednesday and through Thursday. That ridge keeps us dry. Maybe a few clouds start to sneak in, but we really don't start to notice big changes until Thursday afternoon. I step back here so you can see our next incoming storm. An area of low pressure with a large cold front behind it, plenty of wet weather wanting to sweep inland and push towards the Beehive State. That could bring some wet weather our way starting as early as Friday. So active skies do make a return, so enjoy your Wednesday and Thursday because we're going to rebound temperature-wise before we see that wet weather, which for the Wasatch Front brings scattered wet weather potential Friday, Saturday, and into Sunday. Now, what's interesting about that next storm, it's eerily similar to what we just saw. Could start as rain and change as cold air wants to take over. Tomorrow, we're going to rebound back to average, which is going to feel really nice into the upper 40s in Salt Lake. Average this time of year in Salt Lake is 50, so we're going to be very close to that. Upper 30s in Logan, 40s in Provo, 40s and 50s on the eastern side of the state, low 60s in St. George, which is a few degrees cooler than where they were today with that northerly flow. Okay, winds will increase by the end of the work week, but we stay dry in the south with a chance of some rain showers Saturday and Sunday in Washington County, so some wet weather as the temperatures dip to the 50s. The Wasatch Front will definitely warm things up. We go 40s tomorrow, 50s by Thursday. And I think there's potential for us to see those 60s as the winds crank on Friday and we have the chance of some rain. Cold air moves in following the cold front, and that will knock us back down to the 30s. And I just want to know which one of you asked for a repeat performance for that weekend storm.
It was him.
Why blame me, Shirley?
It was him.
Yeah,